Boom, 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 boom.
Da 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 da. The heavyweight boys in the building. It's Raisin and Joel. Da 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 da. You know what's Uncle Raisin Big Nasty? Yeah, 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 yeah. You know we back for all you subscribers. So turn that joint up. Get them thumbs up. Let's go. Heavyweight bros. Let's go.
Uncle Ray, Big Nasty, we burning it up. Heavyweight bros here. You should be lighting it up.
If you want, you can go on it and you can turn that joint up. Or maybe you can go there because you know we burning it up. What's going on, everybody? It is Wednesday, November 17th. The Heavyweight Bros is back for you in the building. Episode 7. It's me, your boy, the 5XL assassin. You know how we're doing? We added the diabolical, diabetic Mr. Big Nasty is in the building. You know what I'm saying? And to my right is my only, the Ace Boom Coon. You already know the high yellow hitman, the freaking deacon, the Coach Buck, Uncle Raisin. What's going on, dog? How you living today?
Is that sticking out? Is that sticking out?
How you feel? The freaking deacon? No, that's not going.
Yeah.
By the way, that's always been in my head, and I was like, the fact that no one's called you the freaking deacon until I say it is wild to me because that was immediate.
Yo, that is hilarious.
The second I found out you were a deacon, I was like, he's the freaking deacon. It's got to be.
Well, good mood. I feel good today.
Way to ruin a great intro.
I feel good today.
Way to ruin a great intro.
No, we still here. You know, I love potting, man. I'm here for it, man. I am here for it.
How you doing, man? It's Wednesday. We ain't seen each other since Sunday morning?
I believe so.
Yeah, Sunday morning. So how you been? What's going on? Anything new?
No, man, just on the grind. You know what I mean? Working at a school. Going to school, schooling people. I mean, I'm out here.
You just school squared like go 3 times to school.
That's where I'm at with it. But no, you know me, man. It's 40 feel different. Starting to feel a little different. You know what I mean?
In what way?
I don't know, man. I feel like I'm seeing things differently.
Yo, can we talk about the fact that you called me today? Because first of all, I thought you were going to tell me you were going to cancel about recording today. And then you start off calling me and you like, yo, Sirius Satellite called me and they telling me that like I'm going to hop on their joint. So like, I'm not going to be on the pod no more. What was that all about, bro?
Yeah. So I called this man. I was like, hey, listen, man, I got some bad news. I can't pod no more. Good news is I got picked up, but it's only me. They don't want me to bring you. He was like, get that bag.
I was like, go right ahead, bro.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, sounds good.
I was hoping you was going to say that because I remember the episode where you was like, I can't wait to sell out. So this is my version of that, man. But don't worry. I'm going to make sure we stay in close contact. And then I broke script. I was like, nah, I would never do the homie like that.
Because I'll tell you right now, I would do the homie like that. Like, yo, I was like, damn, man. I was like, yo, they breaking the bag on your boy. I'm sorry, man. Listen, I'll throw you a shout out here and there, like whatever, but going ski, sit next to Joe Budden, Ice and Ish and Big Nasty. That's what I was looking for.
Stop it. I'm just happy you didn't say it the way it's said on the show.
Ice and Ish.
Stop it. All right, we're going to get right to these shout-outs, all right? You know who he is. If you don't know by now, it's because you ain't been watching, you ain't liked, you ain't subscribed, you want some sucker stuff. Come on, man. Stop playing with us, all right? Custom merch, all right? Turn it around. All right. We got a promo code for you. HWABROS. Garvin Headley. All right. Custom merch.
Always shout out to the boy Custom Merch on IG and Etsy, where they specialize in bringing your ideas to vinyl, sublimation, and direct to garment printing. They can handle any order of any size with quick turnarounds. So for 10% off your order, make sure you hit our promo code, the Heavyweight Boys, spelled HW8BROS, to get your 10% off. As you see, this is the merch right here. I know, like, this is, so we got this right here, but we get some more colorways and we're gonna put some of those on sale soon. So, you know what I'm saying? We're hearing y'all with like some of these is in demand. So we're going to be having them out. We're trying to figure out a way to do like a couple giveaways. We're thinking about doing some trivia. So, stuff like that. Make sure y'all pay attention. But the only way to know that these things are coming is you guys got to like and subscribe and make sure y'all hit that bell to get notifications for when we post new videos and shorts. And let's also not forget that our social media manager over here created us an IG page. So we're finally moving on up. Why you looking so downtrodden?
Anybody who knows me knows I'm not about that action. This man is making me do something that is against everything I have been standing for since MySpace came out.
Jeez. Not Tom.
Listen, man.
I was on Springfield Nights. I don't know if you were whatchamacallit, if you go that far back.
Listen, man.
That was my first social media.
Listen, I've been married to T-Mobile longer than I've been married to my wife. So if you don't got this number, you wasn't meant to have it. All right?
What about AOL? Does that count as are we counting that social media? Like when we was like AOL online?
I ain't never used it.
In the AIM chats?
I didn't never use it.
I was in the AIM chats.
I ain't never used it.
That was back when this is before the rapper came out, and I was trying to rap. And my name was DJ Ghetto Fabulous. And that used to be my AIM handle for like it was like DJ Ghetto Fabulous 6914, like some joint like that. But I remember, and then Fabulous came out and ruined my whole joint. And his album was called Ghetto Fabulous, and I was just like, I was down. But yeah, but we bringing you into the new age. I'm dragging you slowly but surely. It looks all right on you. You look like you were enjoying social media too. When I came in, the way you were scrolling on IG, I was like, look at it.
If I get a job, I'm gonna do the job, and that's my job, so I'm gonna do it. All right, you know what I mean? I'm repping for the team.
Well, I hope that you did your job for digging in the crates this week.
I did.
We gotta I gotta come up with a song for digging in the crates, or do we just do like a Beebop song?
I'm pretty sure there's probably some classic KRS-One type joint that would correlate very well. But we'll figure it. Okay.
I was just saying, maybe like when we level up, we'll get Dougie Fresh to come and do like that joint that he's been doing for 40 years now. Like he does the same beat.
I'm upset.
But like we'll get him to do. We're not getting Dougie Fresh on the show.
Oh no, if Dougie wants to come to the show, he could definitely come. But I'm not about to make him come on here and beatbox. I'm gonna want to talk to that man.
I feel like Dougie Fresh wants to beatbox every time he comes up. Like I've never seen him look upset that he had to beatbox. Like he's like, hey guys, I'm here. When can I start beatboxing?
Or I might say, listen, man, you know the people want to see it, but if you don't, I respect it. You know what I mean?
All right. Well, we're gonna transition. We're gonna move into digging in the crates.
Yep.
It's kind of a tough way to start, and it's like it really stinks like when we have to talk about like we have like a lot of exciting stuff and a lot of fun and funny stuff to talk about, but then like we have to start on a somber note. Today, like literally 4 or 5 hours before this podcast started, news broke that rapper Young Dolph was shot and killed in Memphis at the young age of 38. I know of Young Dolph in other people's songs. I wasn't 100% familiar with his music. Are you? I know like one of the biggest songs he was on with was OT Genesis, that cut it. But like he is kind of like on that wave that like I just never really hopped on. But I've always respected him, and it's like it sucks to lose such a young promising talent like that.
Yeah, I didn't listen to much Young Dolph either, but I'm always pro betting on yourself, man. And when you enter into a career in this rap game and dealing in hip hop, you have to be a strong advocate of believing in yourself and betting on yourself. And regardless of how you make it or how people feel about you, like if you get to where you get somewhere to where you can give back and be happy with what you've put out and changing your life and those around you, I can respect that. You know what I mean? So it hurts to just like see that we still out here. I mean, taken away from our longevity. It's just I don't know.
Yeah, and it seems like the violence in Memphis from responding from this, I guess we would call it a murder now, but it's really just like his death. It seems like Yo Gotti's mother's restaurant was shot up, and I believe
they say Memphis is on fire right now.
Oh man, now you just said that, and I lost the other rapper who's Black Youngster's grandmother's house also got shot up. So like I don't know what's going on there. I know Memphis PD has put out like a lot of alerts. We're just wishing well for everybody in Memphis, and we hope that the killers are found soon.
So just so I know, because I don't know like what the correlation is between the relationships. Like all these dudes like cool with each other, because when you see like a bunch of stuff like tethered together like that, you always feel like it may be a clash or a disagreement to where like retaliation is happening. So I hope this is not one of those situations.
I don't know if they're in the same like crew now, because like, you know, like the way rap moves, like they're at the point now where they all have their own record labels and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But like I've seen a ton of pictures of them together before, and like they all seem like they're cool and they're friends. So like I don't think it's retaliation against them or them against each other. I think that someone is targeting the whole squad. Gotcha. And it's like one of those things where like they're hitting all these things like at once. And it's just like, it stinks, man. But like you did say that he puts a lot of people on, he does stuff like that. Young Dolph did own his masters. Okay. So when you do play his music or when you do stream his stuff, that money does go directly to his family. So if you are a Young Dolph fan, or even if like you're not, but like you just want to help out, stream that man's music so that way they can make sure that they can get some of that money, at least to get something positive out of this whole thing. I know he left behind a wife and 2 young kids, and it's just like, it stinks, man. And it's like, it's tough to take this and then
a wife and 2 kids,
2 kids, 2 young. I think it's a boy and a girl. But it's tough to take this and then like try to transition to something like at all. But like, we're going to try our best. But what we really did today, and it's funny because like, I feel like this person is just like, he's a roller coaster right now. And it's like his PR team's got to be on fire. But DaBaby dropped the album last week. So we took time to listen to DaBaby's album, Back on My Baby Jesus-ish Again. What'd you think? Just mid?
Yeah. I feel like there was a few songs that I could skip right through, and I didn't care to get back to them. There was a couple songs that was just like, it just sounded like him. There's actually one song, I can't remember the name of it. I'll make sure to be ready next time.
Well, I think my problem with it is like a lot of the songs sound exactly the same. So like half of the time I didn't even know that I was on another song. I thought it was like, damn, this song is mad long. And it's like, I was 3 songs fast.
Right. And that's what I was hinting to. Like, it kind of sounded like his old self, what I thought was a good thing, because coming out of all the backlash and all everything is like, he's still like, all right, I'm here, deal with me. But again, it also sounds like stuff that I heard before. Like, you know, it wasn't something that I'm going to go back to listen to, I don't think.
Okay. Which is like, so I thought about it too, because like I listened to it, I believe like 4 times, like in a row. And I was just like, all right. So like I found like the 3 or 4 songs that like I really like on here, stuff like that. And then like I really went through again just to listen to like what, you know, the subject matter of all the songs. And it's just like, of all the stuff that is going on with you, like I feel like you should have a lot to say. And I feel like you didn't really say anything. And then I was like, why am I trying to make this guy who is a party rapper like talk about these other things? Like people talk about like that with like Drake all the time. Like, how come Drake don't talk about politics? It's like, Drake's not a politic guy. Why would you expect him to do something like that or whatever? And it was just like, you know, like I had to catch myself, because I was like, man, like all he's doing is making like these bouncy, I don't even know if you call them club hits. They're really just like riding around songs. Like the album is really just the vibe of like his whole flow over these Flying Dutchman, Krusty Krab beats that he's got going on. And I was just like, you know, he really doesn't have anything to say. And then I was just like, why am I trying to make him have something to say? It's like, no, this is who he is. This is the guy. So it's like, all you can judge him on is like what he's done. And it's like, he's pretty good at what he does. It's just like, it's just not for me.
Selling.
Yeah. I was like, there's maybe 2 songs on there that like I might go back and like look for, or like if they came on, I'd be like, hey, but like for the most part, I was like, this is kind of skippable. I know that like when I had ranked the other albums that we listened to, I had like Young Thug at the bottom. I do think DaBaby's album is better than that. I was having a trouble thinking if it was better than Meek Mill's album. And I was just like, I feel like they're kind of like in that same void. And I put Meek still above
I was
him.
about to say, if I'm making a choice, I'm going Meek.
Is Young Thug still at your bottom, the bottom one?
Yes.
And
it's just no offense to him. It don't hit for me.
And then it's like he drops the album. Me and you were texting about the album, and then what happens? He drops a video of him getting in an argument with his baby mother, R&B singer Danny Lay, and it didn't look too good for your boy, man. I was like, man, like you do not know how to like climb out and stay out. Like you keep getting in this mess, and like I don't know if like you're doing that as like a PR thing to get people to listen to your album.
I don't think so. I think this is who he is, and he's super consistent with it. And he's just like, I don't care. I mean, I can respect it because he's consistent. I mean, like I said in the other pod, like if you're gonna be that person all the time and let people know that's who you are. Doesn't mean that his decisions are correct, but like if you should know the person that you're dealing with. Like We always want to point the finger at the person who we have an issue with, but we never want to check ourselves for being around the nonsense or being around the person who agitates us or being around the person that we say is annoying. Like, all right, if they annoy you and you don't like them and this is what you are sick and tired of being with them around, then find somewhere else to be. And that's no shade on
DaBaby, Danny Lay.
Yeah, on Danny Lay. It's just like listen, if this ain't where you want to be, then be where you want to be. Like, I feel like so many times we settle for being in situations and relationships because we feel like that's where we need to be, or this is what makes us happy. And we so busy looking for happiness, we overlook the joy that we're supposed to be finding in life.
Was that off the top?
Yeah. Why?
That was a lot, bro. That was all right.
My bad. You know.
No, not too shabby. And like, I'm like, damn, am I supposed to go after that? That's scorched earth. You just buy that.
My bad.
I was gonna say my whole thing is I was gonna be like, yo, like
no raising that today. There you go.
But like, all I was really gonna say is just like, yo, like regardless of like what your guy's situation is, like, yo, like I don't like to bring everyone into your bedroom. Facts. And stuff like that. So like my whole thing is like, yo, keep it off of social media. Facts. Like one of the big things about it, so like I don't know if you knew this, I'm pretty sure that you don't, but like Danny Lay, since she's had the baby, she has not posted the baby like on social media. Like she always puts like the emoji over their head and stuff like that, because you know, like people are just weirdos about like little kids or whatever. So like she's done that. And like when he went on the live, like he purposely put the baby in there, and like that's one of the things that like triggered her, and he knew that if he did that, like that was gonna piss her off, type of deal. Oh yeah. And it's just like, yo, man, and like to me, like that's the most cornball-y thing. And it's like you've been doing a lot of cornball-y stuff lately, and it's like, are you just a cornball? Is that what it is? Because like I don't want to say that I like the baby because like I was never around bumping his albums or doing nothing like that. But it's just like I guess I expected more, but then it's like there I go again, expecting something from someone.
You set your expectations high. Don't get mad if man don't meet it, because that's more your mistake than theirs, right? So I guess, but I feel you. I don't be wanting my business out there like that too. And it's not that like it's all about having something to hide. It's just like everybody's perception of something is different. You know what I mean? Like I remember when me and my wife was first getting together, and like she was getting advice from single friends and cousins and people that didn't have something like what we have. I wouldn't even get into an argument. I'd come in the crib, turn on that John B. Ain't None of Your Friends Business real loud.
That's a John B song?
Pretty sure.
I don't show that. Don't listen to what people say. They don't know about you and me.
Put it out your mind,
cause it's jealousy. They don't know about this sin. I remember that one. Yeah. Because at first I was like, None of Your Friends Business, like that was a Genuine song. And I was like, maybe you're getting confused. Right. But I was like, nah, that one was really the one.
Oh yeah. It was that John B for me.
And another wild transition. As you guys probably peeped from the intro, like we know we went for the homage. We got to pay homage. It is the 22-year anniversary of Dr. Dre's album, The Chronic 2001, which is funny that it's called Chronic 2001, but it came out in 1999. But it is what it is. What's up? Like, I don't know how you felt about the album. Like, this is going to be a hot take.
Are you serious right now?
This is going to be a hot take real quick. But obviously, like I was not really around during like the Chronic time with the Nothing But a G thing, stuff like that. Love Nothing But a G thing. What's the other song of the Chronic now? But regardless of the fact, is like I love the hit singles from that. I don't think the Chronic album is all that great. It doesn't do it for me. The Chronic 2001 does it for me, and I think it's because like my musical taste is different. Like West Coast music is hard, bro. It's hard for me to get into.
No, I get it. But the ones that are iconic, you kind of gotta,
But it's like I listen to them.
You gotta spend some time with them. You know
yeah, but it's just like like to me, like West Coast is really rough. Like especially like the album cuts, like not like the hits. Like their album cut songs are like, it's like corrupting the dog pound, talking about F these bees. Is like, and it's just like, like I'm 8 and I'm supposed to bang with it. Like it's just like it didn't do it for me. And it's like, NWA, like obviously like that's his own thing or whatever. Yeah. But it's like there's a lot of songs in the Chronic that I just don't bang with. I understand its place in history and I respect it. And it's like I always give it the credit that it deserves, but it's just like it's not something that I bang. It's like, it just missed me. Yeah. I wasn't outside. Yeah. That's the best way to put it.
That's a good way.
I wasn't outside.
I was outside.
You were very outside.
I was very outside. All right. And I don't know. That's just one joint that I could always go back to. You know what I mean? It's like, I was at work the other day. It was a tough day. I ain't gonna front. It was a tough day. It was like almost like a breaking point type day where I was like,
oh man,
you know what? I'm about to reevaluate my life right now.
You mean I'm about to go ahead in my resume, brush up on this joint.
Yeah, I'm sitting there and I hear some faint Biggie in the background.
That did not miss me. I was outside.
Juicy comes on, and I instantly felt better. I was just like, yo, cut it out. Stop feeling sorry for yourself. Get back out there. I'm walking down the hall and I can hear, I felt like I was on a TV sitcom. Like I'm walking, it was all a dream. And I'm walking like, oh man, listen.
The Staying Alive Joshua thing.
Yo,
you can tell by the way I move myself.
Bro, listen, a Word Up magazine was like floating past my head like in a silhouette. Salt and pepper popped out in the back.
You was out there feeling bad for yourself. Meanwhile, he's like, birthdays was the worst days.
Right.
Only shipping champagne on me Thursday.
Right.
Damn right. I like the life I live because I went from negative to positive, and it's all good,
man. You know what I mean? So it's just like you have those ones where like those albums or those records, when you listen to them, it instantly puts you back in a different zone or in a different place.
Absolutely.
Where you could say, you know what? I remember a time. You know what I mean? And the Chronic album does that for me. We talked about Reasonable Doubt before. I talked about Juicy. Like those fall.
See, man.
Like,
see, you gonna make me go over all the time for this topic.
Okay.
Because this is a big thing for me. And it's like one of my favorites, like literally like makes me smile. Favorite things that people do is they'll send me a text or they'll send me a screenshot or they'll post something and they'll be like, hey, heard this song and I thought of you. And it's like, you know, usually it'll be like a Ludacris, What's Your Fantasy? Or it'll be like Nas Uchiwali or like something like these crazy songs I used to get into. But like to me, I'm like, you like this song, you enjoy this song, and like you remember me from this song because we had a great time listening to this.
Facts.
And to me, that's what like music is like it's memories. And it's like I remember listening to this like with this person. Like when I hear B.O.B., I think about like when we used to be on them overnights and that B.O.B. album was out.
I say he looks like Wit. My bad, Wit.
Whenever I put on some Will Smith, whenever you hear Will Smith, I know you get like PTSD. When I was in there, when I was bumping that Getting Jiggy with it every night, 3 in the morning. No.
This ain't the best album ever. Come on.
9 times platinum, bro. He almost won a Grammy.
So you don't like the Chronic. This man said
Nas wrote Getting Jiggy with it. Did you know that? Nasty Nas, the Esco, the Escobar, wrote Getting Jiggy with it. Show Will Smith some respect. We talk about everything except for Chronic 2001, the album. But like the 4 main singles from that are Still DRE, Explosive, which is one of my favorites, Forgot About Dre, and of course the intro that we did the next episode. Do you have a favorite song from the Chronic 2001?
Dang. I like Explosive.
That's like my second favorite.
I have to go with Explosive.
But like my first favorite is Forgot About Dre. Like that Eminem verse is like everything. Yeah. And it's like, what do you say to somebody you hate or anyone trying to bring trouble your way? Like it's just like it's the best. And then when he gets really into it, and then like all of a sudden he's like, that's okay, go with him, Haley. Gotta hit that every time. But one thing about Dr. Dre is like when he drops like these projects. So like you know how like Jermaine Dupri was trying to call out Diddy for verses, and like everybody's calling out all these people, and it's like I think we think about a lot of these producers, and it's like who's the best, and it's like, you know, there's Timbalands, there's Pharrell, there's
for producers,
for producers. That's what I mean. It's like there's a lot of great producers. Dangerous. There's Swiss Beats. There's like all these people.
You said Pharrell?
Yeah, come on, man. I think Pharrell's personally my favorite. You got Kanye West. You know what I mean? It's like there's all these great people, and dangerous. I don't think Dr. Dre gets brought up a lot because like Dr. Dre doesn't usually do like you don't come for him for singles. Like those are the guys you go to like Swiss Beats or Timbaland. It's like, oh, like they're gonna do. I need a big single. Let me get a Timbaland beat. I'm gonna do Big Pimpin' and stuff like that. But what Dr. Dre does is he does their whole album. And it's like when Dr. Dre decides that he's going to do your album, that's how you get A Doggy Style. That's how you get Marshall Mathers LP. That's how you get Rich or Die Trying. That's how you get Good Kid, Mad City. And it's just like, that's what he does. Is like, he's a great vehicle for other people better than he is for himself. And it's just like, I think if you were to think about it, like if you were a new rapper and they'd be like, yo, you could have any one of these producers and like, they'll give you a beat to make a hit. It's like, you probably go to other people. But if they were like, yo, like I need somebody to do my whole album, Dre might be the person that you need to go to for that.
Big facts.
And he did the Games documentary. Like that was like the big one. Like 4 or 5 times.
You say Timberland?
I said Timberland.
Okay.
Come on, man. Timbo, Swizzy, Pharrell, Kanye. We're obviously missing like, you know, Quincy Jones, Jermaine Dupri, Diddy counts. DJ Clue. Just Blaze. It was like, does some of my favorite beats.
Dangerous territory.
That's what I mean. And you didn't even bring up like DJ Premier or nothing like that. It's like there's a lot of big producers.
Yeah, I don't even want to be a part of
but
that.
It's like Dre is kind of like he's in a different thing or whatever.
Yeah, he grandfathered in. He's kind of like the dude that'll be watching everybody like, all right, cool. I'll watch y'all scrap it out. Just know who not to come to.
But like that was one of my favorite things about the Chronic is how much Snoop Dogg is in there, because like that's who I really liked with Snoop and stuff like that. And then like, you know, Chronic 2001 was a real big Eminem vehicle. But like even still, I think they're two of the best uses of Nate Dogg. And it's like, I love me some Nate Dogg. You got him on Explosive and then on next episode. And it's like,
but Nate Dogg is kind of like you can have something whack and Nate Dogg hop on there and everybody's just like, oh,
that man was selling St. Eyes, bro. Like,
Nate Dogg is on this joint. I forgot whatever whack stuff you said. Nate Dogg's on this joint.
Do you remember the movie Down to Earth with Chris Rock is like becomes president and Bernie Mac is his running mate?
Yes.
They had these little segments in the movie where Nate Dogg would just show up and narrate what's happening.
Yes.
He's like, man's in the White House. It's like, and he was wearing the craziest suits. Some of my favorite parts in those movies. When the cable used to go out, Down to Earth used to be on like a lot.
R.I.P.
Speaking of when the cable was out, let's go to the TV.
Yeah. That's a great transition. This man's smooth.
Listen, man. I'm trying to be like Dr. Dre and just put everybody where they need to be. You know,
TV, Insomnia Hour. Listen, I'm going to keep bringing it up until this man stops lighting it up.
As you should.
This man, Iman Shumpert, done hit him with another banger out here.
Banger of them.
This man came out. I don't even know what he was dancing. I don't know what the dance was.
I don't know what the dance was.
Checking for it anymore. This man came out to Kanye's
his intro to My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy.
Yes.
Can we get much higher?
Yes.
So high.
Yes. Mind you, the whole time while this joint is playing, keep going. This man is spinning somebody's Caucasian woman around his body like
Can
this.
we get much higher?
And then palming her like a basketball. And then dropping her and catching her. And then hit him with the LeBron.
He hit the LeBron on. I was like, give this man the ring. Call it.
Yeah, and that's what he was saying. All right. It wasn't a tribute to LeBron. It wasn't about basketball. It was him telling you, I'm the greatest on this show right now. Whoever's here, get out the way.
Like the show is
I'm wrapping it up.
The show is DWTS, and they think it's Dancing with the Stars, but it's really Dancing with the Shump. That's what it is. Because that's where it's at right now. Because this man is like, because you said, like, before we even started, like, you sent me the clip and I looked at it and then immediately it was like, you might think the meal is far too mean. The watered down one, the one you know. And I was like, he hit him with the Nicki, and he hit him with the Yeezy. I was like, give this whatever he deserves.
Lulu came walking in and was like, you watch Dancing with the Stars?
I watched Dancing with the Shump.
I watched Shump on Dancing with the Stars. I have seen no one else's performance. I have no idea this on regular TV. I'm literally just waiting for the videos to drop of Shump killing it, man. I'm like,
how long does the show go on for? Because this is what, his fourth dance?
I don't know. I'm here for it though.
I love how much, by the way, that like everybody is like super in on it too. Because like, you know, like when Jerry Rice and everybody was doing it, like a lot of people had like a lot of jokes for them, even though they won. Right. But it's like Emmitt Smith, Jerry Rice, and stuff like that. But like everybody is like, yo, Shump, you killing it. And I was like, nobody's got no jokes for that man.
No, and I can't wait for. They need to do a 30 for 30 on his run through Dancing with the Stars, man. That's just backstage.
Tiana Taylor be in the front row with a camcorder too, like hit it with that boom, cat.
You know, she gotta be in there like, come on, Shump, get fierce.
I think that was one of his first songs. Was the Kanye one that she did her video to? Was one of his.
Bro, man.
This man is bringing out Yeezy. He brought out Janet. Yeah, he's like,
and I'm pretty sure every time they go in there, she plays something like, he's like, nah, that's not what we dancing to. We dancing to this. Poof. She's like, oh,
it's your chance to do it all.
Right. Mind you, at one point he had Shorty do the little thought bot or whatever move is.
She hit that one.
And he bounced it. I was like, yo, it's not him conforming to the style of dance that she knows. He has literally taken over the event. He's like, I like what you're doing, but we're gonna mix this in too. He's like, oh, and in the middle while you're doing little spins, I'm gonna hit this brown right quick, and then I'm gonna throw you 36 times around and catch you in the air and then drop you. Don't worry, we got.
I need to know how much she weighs, dude. Because he's really swinging her like she's a piece of paper. Like he looks like there is no struggle in him. Like, because you hold this,
this man's like 6'4", 6'5". We're gonna mess around and think this is this little woman. We're gonna see her one day, be eye to eye with her. Like he was throwing you around. Yeah.
But it's like, I'm telling you, like he doesn't look like he's struggling at all, and she is flying around.
When they done with their little segments, he don't even look like he breathing hard. Like this man's like, yo, I'm an athlete.
There's no Gatorade symbol next to him.
No, I'm an. He's like the sliders is all the way up. He's like, I'm an athlete. This is light work, man.
4 minutes. What's 4 minutes?
Right. Over with.
At the end, he hits one of these.
Like, right. Looking at the bystanders while they watching, like, yeah, all of y'all. That man is LeBron alley-oop from Mario Chalmers, Jason Terry, and everybody on his show. It is
Terry.
Over with.
Not the jet.
It is over with. That means everybody's in the air like this, just waiting for their head to hit the pavement. It's over. So keep doing your thing, Shump. Keep doing your thing. I'll be ready for you.
We support you 100% on for Dancing with the Shump.
We're here for you.
It seems like such a downgrade talking about anything else but Shump. I feel like we should start saving Shump for the end, but I feel like we can't wait to get to him. That like we wind up like
after talking about Iman, we can just run through these other joints because they all just trail us anyway, man. All right, we got Dexter New Blood coming out. We may not watch it.
It's already out. There's like 2 episodes out for it already.
I don't know how I feel about it. I'm gonna keep it.
So did you watch Dexter when it was already out?
And I didn't like the way it ended.
It was a bad ending. Right?
It was a bad ending. So I feel like that bad ending is going to segue into a terrible start. But I'm going to give it 1-2 episodes.
That's all they got out right now.
And by next pod, I'll let you know if it's getting scrapped.
All right, because I was gonna say like when I saw that it was on here, or that I'm the one who put it on here, I was still like, am I even watching Dexter's New Blood? Because I don't think so. Because like not only was the finale itself bad, like I felt like the last 2 to 3 seasons, like I was like, I need to watch the show because like I'm watching the show, so like I have to finish it type of deal more than I wanted to. But like, please, you let me know if I should watch it. Which actually, one of the things that we are getting ready to work on is like we're gonna work on. First of all, I want to come up with a title for it. It's gonna be something dope. Okay. But it's gonna be the Heavyweight Bros watch list. Okay. And we're gonna have TV shows and we're gonna have movies on there that if you are not watching it, because everybody be on their little date nights or like they finally get a moment to sit down. And the problem that you have is you're like, what should we watch? And no one knows. And it's like, do I want to watch a show? Do I want to watch a movie? So we're gonna go through all of these streaming services that we actually have access to. We got HBO Max, we got Netflix, we got Hulu, we got Peacock, we got all these things. We're going to go through them and we're going to come up. What do you want to do? 5 or 10 each?
Nah, 5. 10 is way too much, man.
I mean, people be blowing through these shows.
Yeah, I know, but let's start with 5. Right.
So we'll come up with 5 shows for each streaming service and 5 movies that if you haven't watched them, you should definitely check.
Wait, 5 for each streaming service? No, just 5 shows. Just start with 5 shows.
I watch a lot of shows, though.
All right.
Like, think about like at the top of your head. Like, are you watching more than 5 shows right now?
Yeah, but you got to think about the lifestyles of everyone else, man. They may not like. We have already been through some of these things.
So that means
I got people hitting me up like, "Yo, I just started watching Ted Lasso. This joint is amazing."
Yeah, I get which number 1 on the list? Ted Lasso. Watch Ted.
My homie hit me up yesterday. Like, yo, listen, I gotta get through the harder they fall. I was like, get through it. That joint is an easy watch.
That took no time out of my day. I felt like I was like, oh, this movie's fantastic. I'm so glad that I'm refreshed after watching this movie.
I woke up like, there's still time in the day. I'm gonna watch it again.
You did watch that joint like 3 times. That was a little OD.
I did. No, it wasn't. And there was some stuff. I know. I don't hate to go. There's some stuff in there we didn't notice. So for y'all that didn't notice it, so there's some buildings in the little town that are named after people who actually producing the show, like Jay-Z and Beyonce. They got a store in there called Carter's and Carter's. But you can find out the rest. I'm just letting you know there were some gems in there.
There's got to be a YouTube video somewhere telling y'all all that stuff.
I would hope so.
But we're gonna work on that for y'all.
Right. Next, we got Netflix show Cowboy Beebop coming out. I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
Did you watch the anime?
No, I didn't even know there was.
Yeah, it's the whole show is a live action adaptation of the anime.
Oh, so that's the new thing that's happening now.
Yeah, pretty much. Okay. Well, the thing is, live action animes are known for being terrible, or like because like usually they're Japan produced, but like when we do American ones, that's how you get Dragon Ball Evolution and stuff like that. Because like we just exactly that's usually what happens. But like if you do watch, Netflix actually just picked up the original anime and it's on there now, and it's like I believe that It's only one season. It is about 14 episodes, half an hour each episode. It's like one of the first. I'm trying to think of like how to put it, because like Dragon Ball Z is like kind of like everybody's first anime type of deal. Then like you have like your Sailor Moons and stuff like that. But like Cowboy Bebop was like one of the first like cool animes. Like it has like the jazz intro, stuff like that. So like when I heard about the live action adaptation, you know, I was nervous, just like everybody else usually is. But then like as soon as I started seeing like some of the stuff that they were doing and how much that they're trying to make sure that it's as accurate as possible. Like I was like, I'm in, like sign me up. So I'll be there on Friday when the first new episode comes up to check it out. Are you going to peep it at any point in time?
I am. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Bag, young man.
Okay. Like as like we're doing like anime right now, like as we speak, and it's like, you know, we're talking about live action adaptations and stuff like that. I don't know if you saw. You don't play any video games, do you?
Listen, man, I'm an avid gamer. Guess what happened in life? Life.
Because I was gonna say, like, I don't know what the response of this is supposed to be. Okay. So, but like, do you play Fortnite?
Heck no. Even when I was gaming, I ain't played Fortnite. I was all set.
But
I'm a COD dude. I played a lot of PUBG too, but I just, you know what I mean, I wasn't in it. I wasn't in it. The Fortnite wasn't.
I don't really play Fortnite.
It was too cartoony.
I don't know how really play Fortnite either, but like they've really upped their game in terms of like DLCs and like new skins and stuff like that. And they do like these events now where they had like the Marvel superheroes event. They had like the Travis Scott event. Like they have like a whole bunch of different things.
Who they dropped pretty quickly.
I mean, don't you open up that window. But this new recent one is Naruto in Fortnite and stuff like that. And like
replaced them very quickly, I see.
I mean, well, it's a new season. Like they move, like it's like every 2 weeks.
That's traditionally.
Yeah, it's like every 2 to 3 weeks, like there's something new. Like I know like Rick and Morty was it for a while, and then it was like the DC heroes were for a while and stuff like that. And then it was like, well, now they're on to the new thing. And I think the next season is like Boba Fett and like Star Wars people are gonna be in it and stuff like that or whatever. Have you ever watched Naruto?
No.
Yo, listen.
I mean, I've watched like episodes when I'm like looking over my son's shoulder and I was like, oh, that looks interesting. And they're like Trell come to me and be like, hey, watch this right quick. And I'm like, oh, that was fire. How many episodes is this? He was like, it's like
400.
Yeah, I was like
460 something episodes.
Nice to know. Can't get through that.
during quarantine. So like I had watched there's two versions of Naruto. You have the original Naruto, and then you have Naruto Shippuden, which is the continuation from when he's older. And I had always originally watched the first Naruto, but then during quarantine, I decided to bang out all of Shippuden. Worth it. One of my favorite shows of all time, and it is like my second or third favorite anime of all time. I think it's well worth the watch. I know 400 episodes is a lot, but I promise you, it is worth it.
What's that?
I'm
just playing. I
just went through this whole soliloquy.
I'm just playing. All right, so listen, I'll try, man.
You don't have to try. I'm not telling you, dude.
I committed to like during quarantine. The boys really wanted me to watch the last Airbender.
Okay.
So I ripped that off with him quick. It was
Fire.
It was pretty dope. And I can say though, it made the movie just that much more whack though.
Oh my God. Beyond whack.
But I'll see what I can do.
But you've always been a Dragon Ball Z guy.
Always.
Something like that.
Straight.
I love Dragon Ball Z. Dragon Ball Z was kind of like my first
Dragon Ball Z is the Dr. Dre of all these other joints, man. Like nobody wants to give Dragon Ball Z credit. Not kids is watching all these other things. Cause I get it. That's their young thug. That's that.
It's the new generation.
That's what they get to own. That's their era. I get it, but I do see that a lot of those kids still watch the Dragon Ball stuff.
So because they got the new stuff, they got Super and all that, so it's like they're still relevant.
Yeah, but there's still a whole lot of episodes they would have to get back, almost like a Naruto type joint.
Naruto's got way more, and I am going on record saying Naruto is better than Dragon Ball Z.
That's fine. We can fight about it, or we can put characters against characters, and y'all would take an L.
I mean, yeah, the power scaling isn't the same, but it's just like,
okay. I know, I get it.
That's not the point.
Okay.
Let's please move on before I get upset.
All right, last trailer we got is the Halo TV series. I haven't seen the trailer yet. Have you?
I saw it very briefly. It's pretty short, but I want to see what's up with it. That's all I'm gonna say.
So my issue would be like, all right, I see the whole video game thing happening. There have been some like video games that have like translated okay. I'm just like, how are they going to do this? Like, as far as like the Master Chief being in it, and like,
well, if there's any series,
like, where are they starting from? I guess
if there's any series that does lend itself to movies and stuff like that, like Master Chief seems pretty easy to do. Like he's just one guy, and he's in this one suit, and it's like his job. Well, there's 5 Halos now. Like all their things are different, but it's like the original mission is to shut down the Halo.
Right.
And it's like that. So it's like if you just make that the TV show, it's like I'm down to see the Arbiter, see the little what are they, the grunts, them things he used to kill. Come on, man. All I need to know is I need to see a live action Needler is what I need.
Okay.
To see.
Okay. All right. Well, moving on
to the big
popcorn Papi time.
Home.
We going. You feeling different today?
No, that's the same one.
No, you usually got the pinky out. It wasn't no pinky out that time. I'm digging the X hat. Okay.
Malcolm,
the body roll. Yeah, you get that from Spike.
All right, yeah. Denzel himself called me up. All right.
Malcolm.
All right, so Malcolm X. No. Don't be a menace to South Central people drinking the juice in the hood.
I'll punch you in your face. You got one more chance.
Martin.
All right.
Where's it from?
If y'all see him,
Life.
Do the right thing.
Damn, I was gonna miss that. I missed that.
Dang, man. All right, we're not gonna do culture hour. We might have to do a culture hour.
All I know is that like
I like that. Little culture hour. Throw an old school gem out there. Don't worry, I'll handle it.
We're already doing too many hours as it is.
Hey, look, it's not gonna take long. I'm gonna say, hey, culture moment. This is a movie you might want to look into.
I do just want to put. Are you really writing this down?
Yes.
I just want to point out that like when you fumble, I don't really harp on it too much, but you just did a whole 3-minute segment on me fumbling this do the right thing bar. This movie came out in 1984. Like, relax.
You was 3.
I was born in 1988.
Oh, okay.
Yes, yeah.
You were 4.
Mathematics really. I heard your brain rattling. Like, that's crazy. No, I was 0. I was born 4 years after the movie came out. Like, yo, come on, man. It's okay.
He said I was 0. Don't worry. You still had plenty of years to catch up.
All right. Well, since whatchamacallit, like we went a little long on everything else, it's kind of good that like Popcorn Papi's kind of short because we really have one thing to talk about. It's the most important thing to talk about. And we really should have just called the whole episode this.
That's it.
Spider-Man No Way Home trailer dropped. Mm-hmm. What did you think?
It's not where I thought you was going first.
What did you think I was going?
This weekend.
No. We're going to get to that.
Okay.
The most important thing.
That's what I'm hyped about.
I think the most important thing that's happened in my life this week is this trailer came out.
You know me. I'm not really big on the Spider-Man movies, only because there's been so much switching and so much rebooting.
Oh, you're one of those.
And they've made some bad decisions.
I can't handle change.
No, it's not that I couldn't handle change. I just don't like terrible change. And a couple of those Spider-Mans were terrible. All right. But I like where it's at now. All right. You know, Mr. Stark, I like this kid. I'm getting
emotional. Right? Don't do that.
But
I cried in the theater when he did. I don't feel so good.
Right. I felt like the trailer was so good that it made me go and watch the last Spider-Man that I didn't get to watch.
Far From Home.
Is that the one in London? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I watched that one last night. It wasn't like super dope, but it wasn't a hard watch. You know what I mean? So, and I know like there's probably was some stuff in there that needed to be seen in order to, because I see how it was like Homecoming to Far From Home to like now No Way Home. So I seen how the connection was. So out of respect to my homie and the hard work that he puts in, you know what I mean, for his comic schemes and everything that he's doing, I wanted to make sure that I was acclimated and educated on what was happening. All right.
Great use of the word acclimated. I like that.
Know what I mean? I spent the weekend with T.I. Just kidding.
You got to get acclimated. First of all, I'm sorry. You know we got to go and get acclimated.
But yeah, it looks like it's pretty good. And like I said, I love movies that I can take the boys to and we can make a day out of it. So let me know. I'll go to the movies to see this one.
So you peeped the trailer. So like, do you know what's going on in this movie?
Yeah. So I know in the spoiler.
Well, there's been a lot of speculation about this movie, but I guess we'll do spoiler.
All right. So this is what I gathered from it. In the end of the last movie,
okay,
he was outed as far as like who he is and his alter ego. Mm-hmm. And in this new one, he wants Doctor Strange to make everyone forget that he is Spider-Man.
Right.
Peter Parker is Spider-Man.
Yep.
And in that, they kerfuffle whatever type of
Where
spell.
are you pulling this vocab from?
Listen, man, I'm out here tonight. I'm out here tonight. I told you I was built different. All right.
We in this kerfuffle.
Hey. We here. Oh, we got a mic right here. I'm tapping on the water bottle. All right, so listen. I ain't all the way here.
We gonna get right.
You about to hit the skating rink after this?
I didn't see ATL, so I was gonna say some random lines like, good thing we.
Goodness, is that little big bro? Oh, this man hit me in the mouth with some money. All right, we digress.
Like, hold on, be 100% honest with me. Mm-hmm. Do I need to see ATL? Because everybody does the same thing. I'm like, oh, I didn't see ATL. They go, you ain't see ATL?
Well, I'm like, just so you know, they are making a sequel that looks like it's going to be terrible.
I did see that.
You're better off watching the first one and forgetting about the second one. But
do I need to watch it at all? Do I need to watch? Is it a must-watch ATL?
When we start doing culture moments, we'll figure that out. All right. Okay. So we digress.
So for the time being, I will continue to not watch ATL.
All right, take your time. All right. So, like I said, they kerfuffled the spell that Dr. Strange was trying to do for him, and it kind of looks like it's Spider-Man meets Inception. Like there's all types of world bending, and now timelines are being construed, and like all these people that other Peter Parkers and other timelines have been triumphant against are now all coming back, which was excited for me because the homie Jamie Foxx gets another shot at not being a terrible character.
And did you see his costume?
His costume looked crazy, and that man, when I heard that man say, "You're not gonna steal this from me," I was like, "Oh, Jamie is here. He is here." I was like, "I'm here for it." All right. You know what I mean? It's like we were always, looking for black superheroes, but in that we also know that there's a very strong need for villains in movies, and I don't think there's really too many of those.
Too many what?
Black villains.
One of the best villains is a black person. My man Michael B. Jordan as Eric Killmonger.
No, I understand. I didn't say that there weren't any. I said there's
not a plenty.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And this is not a stance to say, oh, they don't like black people. It's not that. I'm just saying it's just like show the range. People show the range.
I say make them all good. I say make all the black people good guys because we know who the real bad guys are. So like let us keep Blade. Let's keep Black Panther and like what you call it. You know who the villains are. I'm tired of seeing black people die in the movies. So how about that? Yeah, because that's what Marvel loves to do today. Villains,
we're gonna get to some more villains because I don't got a raising that for y'all. I got a hard hitter for y'all. All right, but we'll get through it.
Sure, it's not a nasty nugget.
So this weekend we are going to see the movie we've been so longly awaiting for, man. My homie Joey Crack sent I don't know if we could use that name now that we potting, right? We're just gonna call you Big Nasty. My bad.
I mean, that belongs. Most people on the block know me as Joey Crack, so it is what it is.
Yeah, I think that makes it worse.
I think if I don't say Joe Crack the Dawn, I think I'm good.
You just said it. But
trust me, he's not watching this. Yeah. And if he is, he can come on the pod. He ain't taking nobody's spot, but he could be on the pod because he's a former heavyweight bro. He's a featherweight bro now.
I like what you did there.
He's my uncle, anyways. We'll be all right.
But yeah, Joey shared I think it's an IG post or was it Twitter? But
yeah, it was a little Instagram reel, like a TikTok that they did.
Yeah, so it's got Will Smith and Venus and Serena. They come walking up next to Will, and then they pose. So you know how when people do the "Here we are now" to how we look.
I'm just a kid.
Yeah, and they popped up the photos of the Williams sisters and their dad in a photo. And the time on which this show is happening. So, King Richard's coming out this weekend, man.
Tickets already purchased.
I'm here for it.
We were there Saturday night.
I'm there for it.
I mean, you better be. I already paid for these tickets. You better be there.
I'm going to be there before you. Popcorn in hand, like.
You sounded wild because I'm going to be there already earlier that day watching Ghostbusters Afterlife. So I'm doing a double feature that day. Because that's how dedicated I am to this craft. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You think I'm joking?
No.
Because I was going to say
you're not joking. I know you're not joking. All right. Okay. I get it. I'm there for it. I can't wait though. It's super exciting. So, come time Saturday, pod time, we'll have something ready for you.
We're gonna have double them things. We have Ghostbusters Afterlife and we're gonna have King Richard for you.
Bang bang. All right. Let's move on to our Hardwood check-in. Here comes the crossover.
That's a sneaker squeaking.
I was like, yo, what is that? I get it. That brother's balling in N1s.
I was trying to remember because I used to have on the CD.
Spreewells.
So man, I had Shaqs for a long time. My mom was not playing with those.
Yeah.
But I was trying to remember to see if I could get it in my head. I used to know the Jada Kiss Reebok freestyle. When it was him,
AI
it was him and AI. I used to have that memorized
in the back.
So I'm saying it's like I used to memorize that, and I was gonna try to rap it for
Which
you.
But because there's 3 of them.
But right now I lost it. But it was for the answer 3.
So y'all know what's gonna happen, right? We challenging him for the next show.
Listen, man, I'm already I'm carrying this thing on my back. Like I did the next episode for you now. I did what you call a public service announcement last week. I do it Nate Dogg all over the place. Like what else could you want from me, man?
For you to keep giving the people what they want. You gonna stop doing it now? All right.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
Spaniard. That's
racist.
Spaniard. Huh?
That's racist.
That's what they say in the movie. All right. Hardwood check-in. All right. First things first, man. That man Steph is killing everybody in the league. If you step up, it is a wrap. And you know who was the last person to get stepped up? The person who people were saying was looking like MVP right now, Kevin Durant, and the Nets showed up. How did that end up looking for them? 37 for Steph. I think he hit like 9 threes or something crazy like that.
Yeah.
Durant only had 19. Harden only had 24. I know it's only you in the league, but like that ain't gonna get it done. Especially knowing that Clay ain't that far away. But they said December, right? That's what it said.
Yep, it's supposed to be. I think I have it over here. He's already been cleared for 5-on-5. They're trying to get him back for Christmas.
And Christmas jerseys gonna look different with Clay back on that field.
Fields? That's what he played on?
My bad. Court. Out here somewhere.
But the Warriors did defeat the Nets 117-99 to improve their record to 12-2. Because earlier this week they took an L to the New Orleans Hornets, or not the Charlotte Hornets. I'm sorry.
Yes.
The Charlotte Hornets and LaMelo Ball and the boys beat them by like 4 or 5 points.
Listen. Steph took 5 steps over the half court line and pulled from the logo, and they was already up 15. KD and James was on the bench like this.
Someone said, yo, Steve Nash about to find Kyrie and just give him the vaccine on the line. Like, yo, what's up, dog? So they said
Steph around the court like this. Shimmy.
But he did like a new one too, where it's like his whole body broke down. I was like, man, this man is living life.
Listen.
They had Aisha. They showed her in the crowd. She's putting her lip gloss on. I was like, oh yeah, I can see why he's dropping 50. Like
my 30 lip gloss is popping, and so is my man. That brother did. Yo, I don't.
What you know, what you
listen,
know?
This man just had a 50 burger the other night. Like he's not playing, man. Like we said last pod, man, he's number 1 MVP candidate for me.
He's on a different plane of existence right now than what everybody else is doing.
And you can't say, oh, he's got this and he's got that. Like he's literally like leadership qualities on the court, getting these boys through these games. They only got 2 L's.
Who's really messing with this team when Clay and Wiseman come back?
Get back?
Because neither of them are there.
I mean,
Draymond almost had a triple-double too with his 11-point triple-doubles that he loves to get.
Listen, well, I mean, that man supposed to come back on Friday.
Who's that?
Bron. He's back on Friday.
First of all,
allegedly.
If you are going to address that man, you address him as his name. That's just King James.
King James.
The GOAT.
One of the GOATs.
You can't be one of the greatest of all times. You are the greatest of all time. There's only one GOAT.
All right, then we're not gonna have that debate right now. All right,
because I'm ready for that debate whenever you want to have it.
No, I know you are. You will lose, but it's okay. But yeah, I'm looking the way Golden State matches up with LA. Like, say everyone's healthy, everybody's available, and I can't lie to you, it's a tough pick for me, man. Like, I know people ain't really big on Westbrook right now. Playoff Rondo is always playoff Rondo, and like, when Westbrook wants to be a dog and wants to compete and wants to show people who he is, then he's going to make people upset. And then you add that to AD and Bron. I do think that the Warriors have more ammunition, and the Lakers will have to like take the long haul and stuff. But I also feel like they up for the challenge. I'm excited to see it. I kind of almost want that to be the finals to see where it goes.
They can't.
Maybe the Western Conference. Yeah. To see where it goes, because it's going to be exciting.
Because I mean, aside from that, like all roads lead to who else? It's most likely going to be
the West is looking trash. I said it last pod. The West looks like the East. The East looks like the West.
No, because like I think that's where we kind of like we thought we were on the same page, but we really weren't. Because like I don't think that the West is trash. I think the West has 7 or 8 teams are like these are the playoff teams, and everyone else is but. But like the East has like this thing is like we have 10, 11 teams that could be in the playoffs. Mm-hmm. That doesn't mean all these teams are good. They're just like all their records are like almost the same.
We'll see.
And to me, like that's not the same. Like
we'll see.
You know what I mean? And it's like so the Lakers right now, without LeBron James, as much as everybody talk about how bad they're playing, they're the 7th seed right now. They're only 8. They're 8-7. So it's like
really, I thought. Why did I think they were 9?
Because the way the media portrays it, it's like they're like, oh man, the Lakers look awful. Westbrook looks awful. Like da-da-da-da.
No, I thought they had 9 wins.
Oh, okay, no. But it's like, yeah, they're only 4 games back from the number 1 seed Warriors.
They on cruise control. That's why like people getting too ahead of themselves.
When LeBron comes back and like really settles down this offense, so that it's like honestly,
they're gonna lose some games when he come back.
Yeah, of course. I mean,
because it's reevaluating the chemistry. Like all these guys have been playing together. Now you got to add Bron to that. You know, I had to tell Westbrook to move over or get up out of here. You know what I mean? Like I'm anxious to see how them situations look where it's like 4 seconds left on the clock and they need a bucket and who has the ball in their hand. Like it just doesn't make sense for Bron to have the ball to kick it in the corner to Westbrook so that man could put up a brick. So
I'll tell you who was waiting for it. Malik Monk. That brother's lighting it up this whole time. He can't wait for Bron to come back.
Yeah.
Kidding me? Only other thing that really I could think about for NBA news is Luka Doncic got hurt.
Yes.
He hurt his ankle. It seems like he's not going to be out for too long. But it's like the Mavericks were already in a shaky spot in the standings as it is.
Yes.
And it's like now that he's not there, it's like we really get to see just how poor of a unit that they've built around him. And so like although the sucker, I don't call him that. All right, my bad. Whatever. But Zingy had like 30 something the other night. He did. He's good to give you one of those every 15 games.
Right.
But it's like that's how you're going to get it. And it's like, you know, I know that like they're like, please take Porzingis for Ben Simmons. Like that's what they think in Dallas. But I don't think it's going to happen.
I was like, yo, you mad they traded Zingy? I was like, nope. They don't even like him where he come from. Busted that man face open. That's all I needed to see.
But so like it got me thinking because I was like I said, like Luka's been in the league for 3 or 4 years now, and he's got to be one of the 15 best players like in the league, and it's like he's already like this elite younger player. And I was trying to like see like other players drafted in like the last 5 years, like who would you rather have? So like I was gonna name some people off, and you tell me like who would you rather have?
All right.
Would you rather have Jason Tatum or Donovan Mitchell?
I'm going Tatum.
Okay. Would you rather have Jason Tatum or Bam Adebayo?
Tatum.
Jason Tatum or DeAndre Ayton?
Tatum. Jason
Tatum or Trae Young?
Trae.
Would you rather have Trae Young or Shai Gilgeous-Alexander?
Trae.
Would you rather have Trae Young or Ja Morant?
Ja Morant.
Would you rather have Ja Morant or Zion?
Ja Morant.
Would you rather have Ja Morant or Anthony Edwards?
Ja Morant.
Would you rather have Ja Morant or LaMelo Ball?
Ja Morant.
Would you rather have Ja Morant or Luka Doncic?
Luka.
Okay. So like I'm looking at all these teams and like I'm looking at all these people and I'm like, whose team is built the best unit around them? And it's like Donovan Mitchell. It's like, you know, like these Jazz, like they're not really finals contenders, but they're always playoff contenders. So it's like he's got a pretty good unit around him. He has the 3 or 4 time defensive player of the year behind him. Like the roster is solid. They're trying to build a unit around him. Jason Tatum, like the Celtics don't look that great right now, but
it's because of Jason Tatum.
I'm just saying. Bam Adebayo and the Heat, we already know what they're like. They're every year they're like the Rams, where they're like, yo, we're going for it. DeAndre Ayton, they just went to the finals last year, even though like they're being really weird with him this year. Like I don't know what's going on.
He turned into a pumpkin.
He played against Giannis, one of the 5 best players of this past decade.
He turned into a pumpkin.
Trae Young, it seems like they're trying to build a lineup around him that fits him and stuff like that. Shai Gilgeous, they're acquiring a lot of draft picks over there. That's what's going on. Like they almost traded him to my boys Detroit for Cade Cunningham, and we said no.
That boy about to get a contract somewhere. He's not gonna be in OKC.
Ja is whatchamacallit, pretty solid team around him. Anthony Edwards, like we already know how the Timberwolves do stuff. LaMelo Ball, like the team's playing really well around him. So then it's like you look at it.
They're gonna get the AFC.
you look at it, and I'm like, Luka Doncic, Zion, and Anthony Edwards, who's in a worse position with their team, the team that's built around them?
Zion.
Zion's got the worst team around. He's got Brandon Ingram behind him. I think Luka Doncic wish he had a Brandon Ingram.
Zion.
I think I looked at their record, and they have 1 win.
They got 2.
They got 2 wins?
Yeah.
They have 2 wins. They have the reverse of the Warriors record. And we talk about how little games that they've lost. That's how little games that they've won.
This man said you got Brandon Ingram over there.
Luka looks to his left and he looks to his right and he sees Tim Hardaway Jr. I would rather have Brandon Ingram than Tim Hardaway Jr.
Bugging. I love Tim Hardaway Jr.
Over Brandon Ingram? Are you crazy?
Yes.
Ain't no way, boy. Ain't no way.
You asked me, I told you. You asked me, I told you.
You just say that because he's a former Knick.
I knew you were going to say that. That's why I tried to get to you before you said it. That's not the reason why. That brother's scrappy. When you need him to come through, if it's not buckets, it's defense. If it's not defense, it's buckets. Like Brandon Ingram is so inconsistent, bro. Like, not saying that he doesn't ball, but I'm just saying that I don't think he's as consistent as he should be, and that's why it's not working out over there, man. They fiddling players away left and right.
In the spirit of us watching King Richard this Saturday, I'm gonna hit you with another Will Smith. Tell the truth. Tell the truth. You do not want Tim Hardaway Jr. over Brandon Ingram. Tell the truth. If they both made the same amount of money and you needed small forward on your team.
He don't play small forward. Timmy don't play small forward, bro.
He plays shooting guard. Shooting guard, small forward, wing. You needed a wing on your team and you have a wide open spot. They both make the same amount of money. You're trying to tell me that you'd be like, give me Tim Hardaway Jr., leave Brandon Ingram out.
Yes, because he's going to guard up. Brandon Ingram's going to get me 20 to 30 a game. He's going to give up 20 to 30 a game.
He's got Porzingis back there to block stuff. He ain't block nothing except for the trade to other teams and stuff like that. That's it. He ain't block nothing. What is this?
On to the next.
Why? What is that? Like, how is that on to the next?
Huh?
Like, how was this? I was like, is he on Tetris? Is he doing Jenga?
To the next. I don't know. I got it just now. I tried to, you know what I mean? I'm just not about to talk about Brandon Ingram being on my team and Porzingis is not that guy. Tim Hardaway. Hey, don't worry. You can come on the show, Tim. I'll give you his seat, and we'll move him over just a little bit. We'll be your guest. You can tell him why he should have took you over Brandon.
He lets me get one of them game checks. You just won't see me anymore. like I see.
I don't expect to.
I see his 2K money, and I try to get him off my team every year.
You on the HeavyWeightBros Instagram, like yeah,
we out here.
CH. All right. Moving on to the Blitz. Moving on.
Man, get out of my way. Watch out as I come through. Busting in your line, second numbers in 2. But we bring the pain, man. What you gonna do? Madden 2002. What you want? The rock in the palm of my hand. What you got? I got John Madden.
I should have just started right into.
I've been waiting for you to talk. Because I was like, what is he going to cut me off?
There was a small little pause. I could have just got right in there. You was just like, oh, wait a minute.
Harder to roll, harder to tough. Madden, what you want? The rock in the palm of my hand. What you got? I got John Madden. Madden 2000.
So Odell Beckham debut and for the. Are you just paused right there? All right, so we had a couple of premieres this weekend. All right, so we had Odell
made his debut. Yep,
made his debut. 2 catches for like 19 yards.
Yeah, it was like nothing, a whole lot.
But the Rams looked terrible against the Niners, so I'm not holding this against Odell.
They had Jimmy Garoppolo looking like he was John Elway out there. It was crazy.
Right. And that defense was looking crazy too. Old boy had 2 picks and 6 off of one of them in the first quarter, so it was already a wrap. Von Miller also debuted. All right, so I don't think it's anything to be concerned about. I think they're going to settle in just nice. Like, you can't just expect somebody to just splash in the water and just instantly be a playmaker. He'll have his opportunities, and hopefully he doesn't pull a Deshaun Jackson.
That was rough. That was rough, Russ.
Yeah, it was.
But what's it called? Like I saw that, and like people were just like, "Oh man, was this Odell move like a bad move?" And I was like, "No." Like, he just showed up. Like, he signed on Thursday and played on Monday.
They love to see people fail.
Yeah, and it's like,
something to talk
the
about.
49ers game plan, like they were like, that this is one of the best pass rushing teams in the league. So it's like, we're just not going to give them the opportunity to pass rush. We're going to get the ball out. I think their average time with the ball was like 1.4 seconds or something like that. So like they would bring all this pass rush and they would just throw it right over. I'm like, whoop, whoop, and they just ate them. Right. And then my boy, Deebo Samuel, that boy Deebo showed up with a big old 49ers chain. And I was like, yeah, go ahead. Shout out to my man, Pythagoras 13. We say we argue.
That joint was bigger than Flavor Flav's clock.
It's pretty big. We talk about all the time. And like,
I think with that chain if he gets traded.
Why would he get traded? Deebo ain't going nowhere.
Listen, man. Crazier things have happened. Like Cam making it back to the Panthers and then beating the Arizona Cardinals.
No Kyler Murray, no DeAndre Hopkins. But the two
he
times
still had all the defense was there.
The 2 times that Cam touched the ball.
Touchdown.
2 touchdowns.
I'm back.
I almost punched.
I'm back.
I almost punched a hole in my wall in my living room when he did that. I'm back. I said, let's go, Cam. Let's go.
To Vegas. I'm sorry. My bad.
I was like, yo, these Patriots had you looking wild out here, boy, trying to pretend like you couldn't throw, you couldn't do nothing. I was like, I know, I believed in you. I saw it the whole time. Let's go.
Felt like he was sitting in Al Pacino's living room with the Jamie Foxx line, like, this man had me out here tackling 250-pound corners, playing corner. He didn't want to separate my shoulder. Talking about run down to the car. I'm going to throw the ball and your mama ringing the dinner bell. Like, no. You're going to wave me or play me. Either way, I'm going to get mine. You go ahead and get yours, Willie Beeman. All right? Cam is back. He proving all y'all suckers wrong, including the Panthers that went and got rid of him for the same dude who came in here and got injured trying to do the same thing that Cam was doing before you got him up out of there. My bad.
No, I don't want to dap you up on that, but I will.
Okay.
But like, yo, you scored surf on that. I got nothing more to say. I'm glad that Cam is back. I'm obviously here for it. Yes. I know this is just his audition for whatever his next team is going to be next year. Go ahead, Gabe. Get your money, boy. Get your money. That's all I really care about.
We'll get these picks out the way.
Let's do it. So first, don't try to skim over it. Ladies and gentlemen.
Picks out the way.
Ladies and gentlemen, because we got to talk about our last week's picks. And I'm going to go back.
Don't put on a soft Snoop voice, fam.
All right. I'll breeze through it.
Go ahead.
No, you got
it. You got it. Go ahead, Snoop. Go ahead.
Now, you right. The last week's 2-minute drill, the results of them, your boy took another victory. So I'm up 2-1 right now in our records. The score ended up being 7-8. The deciding game was the fact that you picked your Las Vegas Raiders to go against the Chiefs, and you lost, and that's what set it over. So I did have a proposition for the 2-minute drill to make it like a little bit more exciting, because I feel like what happens is we do this, and like out of the 11 to 12 games, we only pick like 2 or 3 games differently. So I was like, to make it more interesting, from here on out, whoever wins the week, they get to pick whether they want to go first or they want to go back to back, and we will pick whatever games that we want, and the other person has to pick the other team.
Oh, so I get to go back to back because you probably gonna pick first this week because you just won.
Yeah, if we do it that way. But I was gonna say, like, we'll start off with the records will be the same, but we'll start off with a clean slate on that, and I'll rock paper scissors you for it right now to decide if you want first pick or if you want back to back.
No, go ahead. You won. You can have it. I like the double pick.
You sure?
Yes.
How do you know I don't want the double pick?
I like first picks.
Okay, so you just like to just be picked. Okay, so let me look at these games right quick. There's not a lot on here. I see where I'm going to go with it. I'm going to take the first pick. Okay. And I'm going to pick the Tampa Bay Buccaneers beating the New York Giants. All right. Boom, boom. That means that you get the Giants. So go ahead. You get 2 games in a row. Which one you want? Here's another thing. I just want to throw this out there. Do we have to automatically pick our teams? Do those games have to automatically be what they are?
What you mean?
So, like, for you always have to pick the Raiders in the Raiders games, and I always have to pick the Dolphins?
No, because I'm taking the Dolphins over the Jets with my next pick. Nice try, though.
That was good. Because I tried. I really did try.
Yeah, no, I get it.
All right, so you got Miami.
Yep.
I got the freaking Jets.
Yep.
I can't stand the Jets.
Yep. And then I'm gonna take the Panthers over Washington football team.
Cam. Oh, Cam. Damn, that means he's playing against Ron Rivera. That's what we call it.
Yep. And they also have no Chase Young.
Yeah, Chase Young out for the season. That hurt.
Yeah.
Because that's one of my guys.
Ohio State.
Let's see. Let me look at these. I'm going to pick the Baltimore Ravens, which gives you the Chicago Bears. There we go, Baltimore. And let's see what else we got here. Oh, I kind of want to take your Raiders, but at the same time, I don't really want to take them. I'm going to go with the Los Angeles Chargers to give you the Pittsburgh Steelers.
That might bite you in the butt.
Think so?
Yeah, it just might. All right, so I got 2 picks, right?
2 picks. Go for it.
All right, I'm going to go Tennessee.
Okay.
Over H-Town.
Okay, so you want Tennessee. That means I get Houston. Shout out to Travis Scott. Ooh, doing a little much there. I'm sorry. Get them goosebumps every time.
And I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm gonna go Raiders over Bengals.
Okay, that was a good one. Las Vegas. I really don't like the Las Vegas thing, by the way. Like, I just had to throw that out.
Wrap it up. We holding the people up.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. You act like you didn't just take mad time up. I'm going to take San Fran over to Jacksonville.
Taking who?
I'm taking San Francisco 49ers over Jacksonville. And I'm going to take the Cleveland Browns over the Detroit Lions. Cleveland, give you Detroit.
I don't see the other game you picked.
It is right underneath the Tennessee Titans one. Right above Miami.
And you took the Niners?
Yep.
Okay.
So you get the double J's.
Okay, that's what's up. I'm going to take Kansas City over Dallas.
Okay. I have no problem with that because that was the hardest game for me.
And I'm also going to take Arizona over the Seahawks.
I think Russell's going to have his revenge game. So I'm okay with that as well. Man, I don't like a lot of these games left.
That's why
I'm going to take Buffalo Bills
over the Colts.
Over the Colts. So I'm going to give you Indy.
That's fine. Their defense is on point this season.
Man, I don't like these last couple games.
Right.
I'm going to take – this is going to be gross to just come out of my mouth in general. I'm going to take the New England Patriots over the Atlanta Falcons.
Okay. I
think that means you get the last 2 games.
Yep. I'm taking Green Bay over Minnesota.
Okay. I'm okay with that.
And I'm taking Philly over New Orleans. Boom. Mic drop.
You said you wanted Green Bay over Minnesota?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the table is set. So we have our first game tomorrow night, which is the Patriots and Falcons. Mm-hmm. I got these Patriots, man. So I want to keep my record going strong with that 2-1. Mm-hmm. Okay, 2-minute drill is completed, sir.
All right,
so that means we can move on. Let's wrap it up.
Let's wrap this up.
You got Raising That, you said.
Nah, Raising That came out organically earlier. All right.
Okay.
But this is where I'm at with it tonight, man. Like, I've been really emotionally perplexed the last few days and watching the decisions being made and the procedures being carried out in the whole Kyle Rittenhouse case, while at the same time seeing the beginning testifying of witnesses in the Ahmaud Arbery case at the same time. And it's just hurtful to watch. It is painful to see this nastiness all over the television where, like, I'm going to take my time with this, but I'm not going to take your time with this. All right. It just sucks that these things are continuing to happen and it's being paraded where it's just like almost another slap in the face where you see the way the judge in the Rittenhouse case is carrying himself as far as like trying to defend his character against the media. But then we see you being super nice to this kid who murdered somebody. Like, I understand you don't want to be judgmental, but you also don't want to seem like you're showing favoritism in any shape, form, or fashion. And to see the potential mistrial, because they're deliberating now and they're talking about a potential mistrial and the prosecutor didn't. I didn't feel like he gave his best foot forward, or like he was even really prepared. And the way they were picked, like it was a lot.
They
you know what I
let
mean?
they let him pick the select the jury.
Yes, I saw that.
Granted, like it was by random and stuff like that, but I've never seen anything like that before, like in my life. I know sometimes a jury is selected by random in that manner, but never has like the person who's actually on trial been the person to make that decision.
Right.
Like that's wild to me.
Right. And I just like you go back to him with the whole crying situation, and then like we have not seen any form of emotion since then. You know what I mean? Then you see the dude who murdered Ahmaud Arbery also doing the crying thing, but he chose to go with the tissue for the tears that wasn't really falling. And it's just like, to me, and it's just really whack to me. And like, it's disappointing. And it's like, I got to have conversations with my sons about this stuff. And it's just like, I don't know. Like at some point we got to wake up. And like, it just seems so far away. Like whenever you feel like things are getting like to a point to where we can at least have conversations, roadblock, pit stop sign, murder, like it just doesn't feel good watching either of these, because you feel like you know the bad ending to this movie. And as much as you don't want it to go that way, and that's not saying that I want to condemn anybody's child or anything like that, but at some point you really want to see justice. Like regardless of whatever was happening in these situations, none of it was worth anyone losing their life. And that's what everybody keeps overlooking while they're trying to defend their character. And it's just corny to me.
I mean, yeah, because it is the same thing. It's like minorities, like in general, it's like we just keep watching the same stories over and over and over again. And it's just disheartening, which is like the real thing that it comes down to, is just like, and it seemed like, as annoying as it was, like we were beginning to have these conversations, and we thought that when we were having these conversations that people were understanding like what we were saying and like where we were coming from. But it turns out that they weren't listening to us. They were just hearing us just to be like, oh, you got that off your chest. All right, that's cool. Like, hey, I feel you. I understand you. But we just gonna keep doing the same thing like over here. And it's just like, it's like it takes a bump. And it's like, I feel like that's what we just constantly do, is like we're just constantly taking our lumps, and we're constantly are forced to overcome injustices that is just not fair. And that's what it all comes down to, is like the whole system in itself is just not fair. And it's just like everybody just kind of shrugs their shoulders at it. They're like, life ain't fair, and they just keep it moving. And it's just like, it's fair to some people, it ain't fair to all people. And it's like, to watch this dog and pony show, like it's just like, it's infuriating. Because it's just like I don't know what they really want like us to do to like make real change. Right. And it's like,
listen to understand, not to respond.
God gave you, this is my mom, a mama nasty thing that she used to say all the time. God gave you 2 ears and 1 mouth, so that way you can listen twice as much as you speak. And then she'd slap me. But it was like that was so that would be the cue to like, oh, shut the hell up.
Right.
For a couple minutes.
I tell the kids all the time, these 2 muscles don't work at the same time.
Oof.
So we'll figure it out sooner or later. I hope.
I really do hope. And like, we thought we made like a quick breakthrough with the with Derek Chauvin for oh my God, why is the name escaping me right now? George Floyd.
You got it.
In the George Floyd case.
There you go.
And it's like, not really. Like it's almost like they threw us a bone. It was like, hey, like here's this one, so you guys will like shut up for like a little bit. And it's like the Ahmaud Arbery one, like I haven't even heard anything about it. Like until you brought it up today, like I was like, man, that case is going on right now. I had no idea, because like that's what they're doing, is they're putting like all this stuff out there so that way you're not paying attention to what's really going on in the back, and things are moving.
Yeah, man. Stay awake. Stay ready. Love somebody who doesn't look like you.
Also, like and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that bell for notifications. Also, don't forget to visit custom merch on Etsy and drop the promo code HeavyWeightBros. HeavyWeightBros. That's HW, the number 8, BROS, to get you 10% off of Oda. So
we out.
That's how you just gonna do the we out?
Oh, yeah.
On the 22nd anniversary of Dr. Dre's The Chronic.
Oh, what you want to go out to? I got you. What you want to go out to?
I was like, should we do the I Forgot About Dre?
Really like that.
Huh?
The album he really don't like it like that.
No, I don't like the Chronic like that. Like Chronic 2001 is different because I was outside.
Okay.
Chronic 2001. Why'd you look at my hands like that? Like
you tripping, bro.
Because I do. No, why'd you shove my hands like that?
Go ahead, man.
All I want to say is in my best Nate Dogg voice. Hey, 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 hey.
We pod every day.
I'm mad that you stomped on my joint like that.
I thought you was down.
No. That was like when Chris Paul throws alley-oop off the glass to Blake Griffin and DeAndre Jordan takes it instead.
You still dunked it, though.
Nah, in the pod.
You still dunked it.
In the pod.
Hey, we love
2 points is 2 points,
we
right?
love y'all.
2 points is 2 points.